Hey everybody, I saw Mekkah and Professor Bopper's unit field list, so I decided to do a unit field list with someone who's been a recurring character here at the channel. Say hello, Lexicon.
Yo, what up?
Since I don't have the resources to capture random engage, but I might as well do a unit feel and discuss my opinions on how I felt using all the other characters, because the actual viability of the characters that can be left for something else, for another day, for another
For the
day.
better tier list.
Yes. Okay, let's start with male Aleer and female Aleer. uh, I'm up. All right, I've been playing Maddening, right?
Hmm.
And I'm gonna say this. Aleer feels just like hard mode. They don't do much. I hate the fact Faye made Aleer like a super fast Omega dodge tank that hits hard and can charge. Yet I play Engage, and holy crap, am I missing lots of damage here? He's doing only single damage, um, and he's not doubling either.
You know why that is?
Why?
Because Aleer is modern day Roy.
I I I, uh, I think you're right, man. I think you're right.
His stat line's almost identical.
That's true. That's true. Maybe I should give him the Roy ring. I reclassed him to Paladin twice, for extra movement. But I'm contemplating whether if I should just make him a Sword Master to have it better. But then I look at the personal skill and I'm like, why would I want Sword Master when I can do this? Well, not personal skill.
Too much work.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I mean their class skills. So I'm gonna put them in. I'd say they're okay and hard, but in maddening they are medium. They are,
Honestly, I would put them both in medium red off the bat. I
yeah.
still use them like just because they are force deployed.
I mean, divine inspiration is great and all, and it's 3 extra damage for free. It's great when you pair it with someone who has the lingering, but
Yeah,
uh,
but like putting them in the front line is a bad idea.
oh yeah, they can't tank for shit. And speaking
Nope.
of tanks, I'm also gonna put Vander in medium, but I want to put him in bad. Why? Because due to the Fates RNG, because it feels like this game's engine was ported from Fates and rehauled onto the Switch.
Thank you. I know I wasn't the only one who felt that.
Imagine
Oh
missing
my god.
289s. Thank you, Vander. But
Imagine.
I say Vander feels good. He feels like a proper Jagan. He doesn't feel like oh hey, let me break the game for you, Jagan. But he
No,
also
exactly. He's
levels,
not Titania,
yeah,
but
but
he's like bad.
he also levels up real slow. So instead of having low growths, he just can't level up at all.
Exactly. I think I never got him to level up in
Me
like
neither.
all the maps I deployed him.
I think for that I might put him in medium because he's still useful. But I kind of want to put him in bad because in the early game, if Vander misses something due to the RNG, or if you get unlucky, then then you're gonna get kind of screwed over.
Mm, I feel like he's fine and bad.
All
He
right,
could be worse.
all right. As for now for the Cain and Abel of the game, I'm gonna put Clan in medium, and I'm gonna put Fram in okay. How do you feel about that?
I was gonna tell you to put Clam in bad.
You know what? Yeah, because after Madden, I was like, should I use Clan again? But then I literally just said, nah.
You should never.
I,
And
s-
Fran's fine. Fran's
I,
cool.
I've seen people use Clan into a Mage Knight. I haven't tried it myself, but for now he's going into bad because honestly he's squishy, but doesn't have as much magic as Citrine to give the
Yeah,
oomph.
it's
He
green.
has he has the early game oomph. It's not enough. It doesn't feel like enough.
Yeah. Besides, once you get Saline and Citrine, he becomes really useless.
Yeah. And as for Fram, she's a healer. And she has chain guard, so she feels good to have in the early game. And due to her staff
Honestly,
usage, you might use her for the rest of the game.
I've only used her during the whole game, like
Ah,
in both my runs.
oh shit,
She
that's
feels
nice.
really good.
Interesting. So should we put them feeling good or okay? Because I see many people put them in like they're okay, you know.
Well, I feel like they're really good, but it's your tier list. You are the boss.
Mm, I think I think I'll go with the okay because everyone keeps saying she's okay. Maybe if
Okay.
there's a better way to optimize arts, maybe might put them in feeling good. And all
The
right.
best way I felt about it though is giving her the Corin ring and just having no wait the Byleth ring and just giving everyone a free dance.
Oh yeah, that's also a thing. Oh, and she got Thyrsus too, right? No, Thyrsus does not affect healing. Fuck.
No, I wish.
Mm-hmm. All right, now I'm gonna put Alfred in a place where he deserves.
He doesn't deserve this. He did nothing wrong.
But what about his unit feel?
He feels super bad to use. And listen, I tried so hard to make him good, and I failed so hard.
Mm-hmm. It's a side effect of having cancer. He's got cancer, you know.
Yep.
But Jesus, you're telling me, oh, he's the picture of robust healthiness, and I look at them gross, and like,
What growth?
and then I'm just here. Okay, Alfred, hit this one, weaken it, and man, at my second playthrough when I got the Sigurd ring, I was like, no, 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 I ain't giving it to you. Let me give it to Etia. That way she can probably move. And there you go, it went to Etia. But then I didn't use Etia, and I just gave it to Louis.
Yeah. Let's skip all the other ones. Go straight to Louis.
Now we gotta do Boucheron. I think he's okay.
He's got a funny name.
He's also got a funny build. His head is so small. Look at that.
It does. It's so weird.
It looks like a pimple on that body.
Oh, no wonder Alfred is so obsessed with his muscles.
Oh yeah. Now hold on. It appears I'm getting a call. Continue. So sorry about that, everyone. Important phone call. And now let's continue on with everyone's favorite fitness wife, aka like I'm gonna say this about Etia. She feels like that type of girl, right? Or person. She's short, right? But she's also
Mm,
built like a truck. So you could just
yep.
throw her at a wall and the wall would break. Like
But
she feels
also,
like if you throw her, it's a missile.
I'm gonna be honest. If I was a programmer and I put SEA in the game as she is, I'd be disappointed in myself.
Why?
Where are her abs? Everyone
Oh,
talks about these amazing abs,
oh,
and
it's
you
the
never see
cell
them.
shading.
Fuck that.
Yeah, you want to see her abs? Go to the Fae. You know if you put Marin in the Penrius in the Perio in the whatever it is, the two-piece swimsuit.
Uh huh.
Um, you know, it's Marin gets abs. I'm not sure about. I'm not sure about Etsy. I haven't seen her with that.
I tried. It had no abs. I was sad.
Hmm. But she does.
Wasted.
I think I'm also gonna put her in. I think I might put her in okay or medium because she comes in a map with flyers. She shoots down the flyers. She does what she has to do. But then Alcris comes along.
And does it better.
Yeah, but some people say she's good. Some people say I don't like. Everyone can say any unit is good, but I'm gonna put her in medium.
That's
Might
where
put
she
her
belongs.
because she's not forgettable, but she's also not
Nope.
on Alfred's tier. But she's also got more usefulness than Clan and can actually level up like Vander, unlike Vander. So I'm gonna put her in medium.
I would argue she's the most memorable character just because now I always think about weighted teacups.
Weighted teacups. Very
Yeah.
interesante. Okay, now for Celine, I'm gonna say this. I think I'm gonna put her in okay because I haven't used her much to
Really?
put her in feeling good.
Dang. I was gonna say she was bad.
She's got Levin Sword and Tome usage. She's also learned Zygnus. Apparently, she's really good.
Well.
But however, and here's the thing with Celine, right? I
Mm.
predicted my thesis according. Well, I'm not gonna say thesis, but you know what I mean. Whatever the word is, you know, for predicting something, like you have a hunch about.
Yes, your hypothesis.
Yeah, yeah, whatever the fuck that thing is. That she was gonna be the most popular unit of the game. You know, tons of fan art. Everyone's gonna get tired of her. Like, oh my god, Saline Bad, this and that. Like, she's got the design for it. You know, to be super popular, take over all the media. But like,
But she failed.
yeah, but she just don't do it. She
You
just
know
don't
why?
got it. Why?
She's a shitty sister, and that's why.
Oh dear, what does she do?
What do you mean? Have you never seen the conversations between her and Alfred?
No.
You know how Alfred is so like nice and he doesn't really understand sarcasm?
Yeah.
Saline insults him and he just laughs it off.
Oh feel, not character feel. Because if it were character, then yeah, I'd put her down because she mentions tea all the time. I do not like tea. It's like
All
coffee. It's
right,
hot.
she does.
Why would I wanna like why would I want to drink something hot when I can drink something cold in Puerto Rico? You know,
I mean, fair. Okay, so if I'm gonna be like unit wise, I would put her in medium actually. High medium though.
high medium.
Yes, because she gets replaced very soon
That's true. Cause
by two
citrine.
units actually.
Oh yeah, citrine
One that
and ivy.
I was gonna say Citrine and Lapis. One of them uses the sword, the other uses the magic.
Oh, but like, you know, say actually Saline does have a balanced strength growth. But I will say this, maybe put her in okay feel because if you give her the morph ring, right, she's the one mystical unit that can use swords. And basically, you can use a silver blade on her and let her go to town on Lotus Star Rush.
Oh god, I hate that skill so much. It's too good.
Well, let's put her
It
in
did
okay
too
then.
much damage.
And now the man you've all been waiting for. Boom, feeling good.
Yeah.
Like, you know, he falls off mid game. Yeah, I know that's the fate of an armor knight. But like, you know, the early game, he tanks everything, he tinks everything, and you know he's the
Honestly,
goat. You know,
even in late game, he still tanks everything.
yeah, yeah. But on maddening, if you tink everything, right? You tink, you know, you do zero damage. The enemies do zero damage on you. They'll ignore you. Actually, that's good for
Fair.
choke points. But like this game does not want to give you a choke point.
It does not because everything just walks past you.
Yeah. There's one. There's one in chapter 5, and that's where you can use override for the one useful time it's useful.
Eh.
Oh my god. But you know that's all we gotta say for Louis. And I gotta say he was pretty accurate for an armor knight.
Oh yeah, he always hit.
Yeah. I guess Louis good. Louis good.
Yeah, Louis very good.
Yeah, Louis good.
Now for his counterpart.
No, hold on, hold on. I know Louis will, you know, be falling off and all that stuff, but like, you know, he's still fun to use, you know, in like the
The
you know,
Tempest.
like after the early game, you know, it's gonna be like, you know, she gonna fall down. She gonna fall down the stairs. I mean, he's gonna fall down the stairs. I was thinking about,
Honestly, in Tempest Trial, he's really good.
mm, but then you gotta remember, you gotta if you haven't used them for a while, you gotta level them up.
He levels up on his own.
No, I mean with grinds.
It's easy enough to grind into this game.
I guess so. I guess so. But on Maddening, they don't give you, you know, fucking, you know what I mean. Yeah, grind maps.
Yeah,
So you know, it's one of those things. You know, Now let's go for Chloe. I feel like she's feeling good because
What?
hey, you get her rolling right, or change her into a Wyvern Knight. She feels good, man. You give her the Sigurd ring on her, she gets momentum, and that first hit's gonna do a bunch of damage.
Hmm. I would put her in okay.
I
Like,
honestly, in my hard mode run, she was okay, but on maddening, she was pretty useful. Like, probably the most useful unit I had, because Alir doesn't want to fucking deal damage or double.
well, that's
Ugh.
the thing. In her base class, she does no damage.
Yeah, but you promote her, and then she good.
How long does it take to promote her, though? It takes like half the game.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Mm, okay, you know what? I'm gonna look up her level right now.
She comes at like level 5 or something, right?
Yeah, level 5. And what chapter do you get her in? Chapter what? Chapter 4?
Hold up. I got her right here. Shailene, she comes in chapter 4, yeah.
Chapter 4. Okay, okay.
That
When
was
do
if she's
you
level 6.
Okay, level 6. When do you get your first master seal?
Who the hell remembers that?
Chapter 8.
Is it really in chapter 8? Why would
Yes.
you promote her first, though?
Here's the real question. Why would you promote why promote a leader first when she's not doing anything?
Who said I was gonna promote Alir?
Oh yeah, that's true. However, you got 3. So she's a viable candidate for one of those 3.
So is Diamant, Citrine, and Alcrest.
That's very true. That's very true. But who's most likely to be at that level beforehand?
Diamant.
I guess so. We'll get to Diamond in a bit.
Fair.
And
You really want to leave her in good, though?
I want to leave her in good. But right now in Madden, she kind of not doing so well. She ain't doubling anymore, man.
You see? If a Pegasus Knight does not double, they are failing at their job.
But she's dealing damage. She's dealing damage. She's doing a leader's job better than a leader.
But Alir's a Roy, so we established that this would make her um Shauna?
I guess. I guess she's Shana, but Shana's still useful. And one other thing, I gave Chloe a reposition so she can get help others, move through
Oh, fair
stuff.
enough. Reposition is so good in this game.
Yeah, and she can promote to an Ats Lance Wyvern Knight too in the early game. So you get a bunch of good damage thanks to that. And if you
Fair.
she's one of those units where their weaknesses can get easily fixed for free. So it don't matter that much. So I think she's would still being good. And if you don't promote her
Okay.
to Wyvern Knight, you can make her to Griffin Knight and get early staff flying access. Probably give her
Uh,
Levin
you
Sword
get
too.
you get a better use for that later, though.
Yeah, it's still an option.
Yeah.
All right, now let's go for Yunaka. I'd say she's also feeling good.
Kaya Papaya is great. That is
Yeah,
all I will say. Good unit, good stats. It
good,
works.
good unit, good stats. She does get outclassed by Zelkov on maddening, but
That she do.
that she does, but she's the thief class, the premium class to use the Corin ring because of fog of void. I mean, the fog covert
You know
class.
some,
What?
something that bothers me about this game.
What?
You can just open treasure chests without keys.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So
So
she's kind of useless in that sense.
yeah, so but she can light up fog of war maps.
But there aren't that many to begin with, which
Uh,
is kind of sad.
okay, there's her debut map. All right, and
That don't
then
count. Everyone's debut mat is supposed to make them look good.
okay, you know what? That's true because she comes with the Makai ring, so you're like, oh my god, she can heal, she can great sacrifice. Like she has like I think like Mekkah and Professor Bopper said this in their video. Yunaka has
Hmm.
the best first impression out of anyone in Fire Emblem.
Easily.
Oh yeah.
She's made out to be. She's basically the reason Alir makes it out of that part of the map.
Yeah. Also, she introduces the poison mechanic, so that's something. Okay, so not counting her map. Okay, let's see. Uh, okay, there's Tamara's
There's
map, the one you get Tamara in,
yes,
and the Gris map.
and that's it.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But
Oh, and technically, doesn't the corn map is also a fog of war?
the Corin map. Oh yeah. No, no, that's not
The
Fog of
Cedo
War.
map,
The the that's what secret map?
the Cedo map. One
Oh,
where you
that's
get
not Fog of
Cedo.
War.
Oh no, it's doorways, right? Stupid doors.
Yeah. However,
Stupid doors.
the map where you fight Hortensia and King Hyacinth, if you look at it on Maddening, if enemies show up for grinding stuff, that it becomes Fog of War.
Oh, that's neat.
It kind of blows. I mean, eh.
Yes, but as a mechanic, it's cool.
Yeah, but you know why it blows? You get flyer spam in that map too.
Sounds like a skill issue.
This game might be the game that both undersell you and sell you on archers at the same time.
Yep,
Because when you're playing the game, you're like, like in the main story, you kind of don't need an archer most of the time, right? You only need them for like those few maps, like Tamara's, the Alchrist map, and the map where you get Etia, Boucheron, and Alfred. And for two of those, you get a free archer. And then there are some map. And then what about the and then what about the final map? Like the enemies are surrounding you either way, so you kind of want that 1 to 2 range.
true.
But it can still work. Maybe I'll
Eh,
make a Lear a bow knight, so they
Cyclone
can.
Axe exists for a reason.
Yeah, maybe I can make a Lear a bow knight and have them have some bow use, but then they'll deal no damage too.
That's when they become truly useless, but it's okay.
Yeah,
They don't fight alone.
but we can talk about bow knights later with this guy.
Yes.
Now let's go to the British kid.
Yeah, Gian or John or whatever.
I'll put him in bad.
The only interesting thing about him is that he has a depth. Or was it a depth? I can't remember even the name of
No,
the skill.
his class skill doesn't double his growths. It doesn't contribute to his growths like Cyril. Like let's be honest, Cyril's personal skill sucks in three houses.
Yes,
plus 20
but
his growth rates. So just his growth rates, right? Because it's not a skill
if
I
it
can
were
unequip.
double, it'd be better.
Yeah. Okay. And here's why I like John's personal skill. Like it says, oh, doubles class growth. So you can turn that 15% strength growth bonus into 30. But
Well, yeah, that's nice, but his starting class for starters really bad.
yep, and his first one doesn't do that well of an impression. Oh, he heals, but you also gotta remember he's also a green unit healing, so he might get himself killed.
Yup.
I will say, is him starting out as bad feel, but him as a character is funny to bully on because we've all seen that meme of Mike using a hammer on John and him saying, "Oh, no need to hold back" or something like that, and then hammer, boom.
Honestly, he's a funny character, but this is how they feel in combat, and I have no feelings.
That's
In
true.
fact, put him in Sophia.
Sophia. I think lots of people are
Yeah,
gonna disagree with that.
I don't care. I'll fight him.
Like I'll be honest, John also didn't do that much of an impression on me. Like I was like, oh cool, doubles class growths. But then, since I like Anna's one of my favorite family characters. I'm like, damn, do I really want to train the two kids at the same time? So I just
That is a
favored one over
horrible
the
idea.
other. So for me, John just feels bad because now on to Anna. She also feels bad.
Yep. Thank you. I thought it was just me, but no, she's just really, really bad.
As a mage, I tried doing her mage in both my runs. She ain't doubling. Eh,
Dude, I made it to like to like map 20 with her, and then I was like, Okay, I
I,
just got another child. I do not need you.
I
You
might
do nothing.
I might just keep I might in my next in my if I play the game for a third time soon, I'll just keep her into an Axe Fighter and Radiant Bow and Bolt Axe. Is there a Magic Axe in the game that
Yes,
that isn't
and it is
Camilla's?
really good. Yes,
Oh oh, you're talking about Hurricane
it's the
Axe.
one I use actually.
You're talking about Hurricane Axe. And then I remember
No,
that's a Smash
Hurricane has
weapon.
a axe. Yes.
God fucking damn it. Uh, Basically, I'll just promote her into a warrior and Radiant Bow things. That's it. Actually, I got a better idea. Get her to learn
Drop her.
swords, turn her into a sword master. 11 sword master from FE12 came back, baby.
It will not work that way.
It might. I just need to try it out. I'm gonna put Alchrist in feeling good because of Luna. That's it. That's fucking it. Because Luna's fucking great.
Also, his stats really good.
He hasn't been doubling much for me.
Really?
No.
I don't know if I just got lucky, but he always gets speed.
Hmm. Oh yeah, he's also got a high death cap, so he's proccing Luna. Oh, him with the Lin
Yup.
Ring is such a good combo because maybe Luna can proc during one of those hits.
Oh,
I'd
insta
s-
kill.
I'd say if you're gonna take Lin away from him, the get other units to bond up with the Lin Ring, at least make sure he has Alacrity, because holy shit, that's good. Because okay, what if you're short on killing, right? And you promote and you proc Luna on your Alacrity, with your Alacrity, and it just works out.
It do.
And now for Lapis, I'm gonna put her in medium. Part of me wants to put her in forgettable, but I see lots of people like, yo, Lapis is good. And then I'm like, maybe I should give Lapis a try instead of just putting her away immediately.
Yes. Lapis is awesome.
It's just I feel like for her stats, they really shouldn't have given her Iron Blade because she gets doubled by the Lance Cavaliers. Heck, Mekkah and Bopper did say this too. I think it was Bopper. Oh, tutorial's kind of bad.
Yep. I'm gonna be honest. I dropped the iron weapons right away and just gave her a regular sword,
Not nice.
and eventually 11 sword.
All right, but
Oh, and Wodao. He does magic with Wodao.
I see that. Well, guess I'll be seeing her in the hypothetical third playthrough. I will say she also looks cute. Her first impression is like, oh, she's gonna be this tough girl, but no, she's actually a sweet, wholesome girl that builds things.
She's
Something
a
tell
farmer.
something tells me in early drafts of Engage, she was meant to be a little bit more tough because her first conversation was like, "Oh, man, Bodhi, if you're not working
Oh
here, you
yeah.
can't dodge a single arrow." It's like that thing with Ivy where Ivy says, "I'll take your souls and the rings," and then afterwards we just see that Ivy is girl loss, cringe fail.
Yep. Honestly, at first the only thing I thought was this bitch, and then I saw her supports and I used her and it's like I like you. You
Okay.
kill bears.
She get along well with Crom.
You
Oh,
do.
hmm and all right, and her partner Citrine. I'd say Citrine's feeling good because you give her
I'd say
Thunder.
you
Okay, give
put her
give her.
on the top of that list.
Okay. You give her Thunder, right? A highly forged Thunder plus Dire Thunder, plus having one of the best magic growth in the game at base. She's magic.
You know what you should really do?
What?
Give her Bolganon.
Oh yeah. Where would you put Citrine?
I would put her at the top of this list.
I see, but she's already at the top.
I would put her in front of everyone else.
I see that. This isn't
She is
ordered,
like
but
stupid good.
this isn't
I
ordered,
know.
but all right.
She is queen. We do what she says.
Yeah. Like, of course, you might say, oh, but what about Anna's 80% magic growth? Yeah, we'll say that growth is pretty great a little bit. Like,
She can't use it.
no. But here's the thing, right? I have to reclass her to mage. I don't know what the order was, whether it was reclass her to mage the moment you get her, or reclass her or promote her into a sage when she becomes an axe fighter level 10.
Both sound horrible.
It's just she's got Anna's got a low magic base, so I feel like if you don't get lucky with Anna's first levels, if you go axe fighter route, you might not get out of it well. And I think that going mage first is also kind of bad because then she becomes way too squishy with low magic.
Yep. It's too much work.
I
Meanwhile,
think,
Citrine is like ready, out of the box.
yeah, that's the thing. Citrine is ready. I want, like, as much as I love Anna, holy shit, it's been a pain trying to use her. Maybe I'm not doing things correctly. I'm gonna have to look up a whole Anna guide for that. And now for Diamond, I'd say he's okay.
Yep.
Like,
He's
that's it.
cool. He works.
That's it. He's just okay. I feel like if you get unlucky with him, he will fall off hard because if he doesn't get enough speed, he isn't gonna be that tanky, right? But
That
you might also think, oh, he's got soul, he can be a good tank. But then 22 deaths cap. So it's like
it never caps. I mean,
it
it never works.
yeah, it never works. You might as well make him a hero if you want to use him. But then with hero,
Yep.
you lose out on A rank axes and S rank swords.
Which is dumb. It is so dumb.
And now for Amber, I'd say he's medium.
He's better than Alfred, that's for sure.
Oh yeah. I tried to use Amber, but most of the time I was like, "Oh, these units are a lot better. Why should I use Amber?" Apparently, he's a good physical tank. See, like
Oh yeah,
Alfred.
he takes hits well.
Well, I guess so. I guess in a future run, I mean Amber, Lapis, Etienne, Anna, and Celine maybe not. And Dire Thunder Citrine are things I need to try out because on my first run I didn't use Dire Thunder Saline. I did it on Ivy,
Uh,
and then on maddening mode I didn't. There was some units I didn't want to bench, so Citrine went first on the ads.
oof.
So now she needs to catch up if I want to use her. But maddening doesn't have grinding spots, so I have to baby her on a map. Maybe I could just Byleth ring abuse with her. That's the thing.
Sure.
Maybe I'll give it a shot. But then again, I have
Also,
Anna as
speaking
a
of the,
hmm?
oh, sorry, keep going.
And then I have Anna as a mage knight, and she's using the Byleth ring because I'm doing my damned hardest to use Anna.
You know what you should do then?
Bench her.
Yes.
I don't wanna.
Too bad. Also, speaking of units you should use, you should definitely use Jade.
Oh, Jade, I did try to use her, but same thing with Citrine. Too many other units I wanted to use before her, so she got the bench.
I'm gonna be totally honest. You should put her in OK because she is really good. Like surprisingly,
I'm gonna put her
she
in
doesn't
medium.
get double to be
I'm,
honest.
I'm gonna put her in medium because she was missing a lot of things for me. I know that's because of Axis, but like she also didn't have the higher strength the other ads users did have, except for Anna. We don't count Anna as an ads user here. She's just a mage.
That is unfortunately true. Yes.
Now as for
But,
Ivy,
she's okay.
flying, magic, hide magic, single-minded, grasping void, good stuff. She's
Stupid
like
ring.
yeah, she's like a no-brainer to use, which sucks because oh she gets the Lin ring. The Lin ring! That's a physical ring. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna look up the Ling emblem ring if on a physical unit to see what its effects are on a physical. Uh, actually, shit. I gotta go to Serena's forest.
That you do because if you go to Fire Emblem fandom, you'll only see the regular Lin.
Okay. Let's go to engage. Emblem Lin. Like, let's see the mystical effect. Son of a bitch. Doesn't say it. Okay, Lin Ring, yay! Hey, hey. Eh, mm, doesn't say it here. Doesn't say it here. Guess I gotta equip it on a mystical unit and see its actual goddamn effect. Hmm.
You know what that means?
What?
It means she's mid.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. It says the effects here on game 8. There's nothing for mystical, but however, flying units doubles have plus 10 avoid. Dragons create one more double. Damn! I didn't know that.
Ooh. Okay, so
It's just most of the time.
wait.
Why the fuck would you put your Lin Ring on Alear when you can put it on Alchrist or on someone who
Uh,
fast who can deal damage?
they don't want you to put it on earlier. They want you to put it on Veil.
Yeah. But you know what? I didn't cover up the spoilers, so whatever. We can say spoilers. Also, dragons get range +5 on Astra Storm, but it's not as great as Covert's getting range +10.
Still range +5. That's like a lot.
Yeah, but Covert's like Alchrist get it +10. And
Listen,
but
I can't all be Alchemist.
yeah, key
I
adepts
wish.
break the target. I'd say since the Astra Storm's usually used on bosses, that's useless. And most of the time, when you're using, uh, Astra Storm, you're not gonna be near the enemy unless it's fucking boss, you know?
Yep.
It may be okay, but I'll put her in good because she feels good. She feels like Camilla, but without the axe part.
Yeah.
Now Kagetsu,
Yep. Well, honestly, Kagetsu is the one reason you have to actually wonder if you should use Lapis or not,
yeah.
because he's so much better right out the box.
No. They straight up said, "Oh, let's give him these bases, and say, yep, that's a character you get in chapter 11. Okay, chapter 11 he doesn't do shit, but chapter 12 onwards, holy shit. Okay, I got his bases right here. 35 HP, 17 strength. Magic doesn't matter, but it's 5. 22 dexterity, 22 speed, 14 defense, 10 resistance, 17 luck. Build 9, and with build 9, he's already wielding almost every sword for free. Sight 3, movement 5. Okay, now let's look at his growth. 70 HP, 40 strength, 15 magic, 65 dexterity, 70 speed, 40 defense and resistance, 55 luck, build 10%. And you're telling me you're like, okay, you know how Engage just pulls out every trope from the Fire Moon series?
Yep.
He's the Ryoma of this game, but without being,
Yeah.
Ryoma.
Yep.
And by without being Ryoma, I mean no Rajinto or stuff like that.
If he had it though, holy.
If Kagetsu had a 1-2 range physical weapon, holy crap! But sword users can't have that in this game. Closest thing we get
Yep.
is Binding Blade and Ike's Ragnall, and you gotta be engaged for them. And Ike's Ragnall gives you 0 avoid because the Ike Ring's gonna be at 0 avoid
It's
when
so
engaged.
sad.
Okay. Now for Zelkoth, I'm gonna put him good as well because if Yunaka's feeling good, then so can Zelkoth.
Yep.
Because sure, Yunaka had a better first impression, and she's really good in that early game. But
But
like,
Velkov is really better.
yeah, yeah.
Comparatively speaking, he comes out. He'll always be better than Yunaka, unfortunately.
hmm Okay. And now for Fogado. I think he's okay. I also like to think
Yeah.
he's really good, but like his class has some shit stats causing him to not deal as much damage. I've seen a
Honestly, his
case.
class is the biggest issue.
Yeah. I've seen a case where you promote him into his, promoted class, right? And
Yeah.
then reclass him into warrior. he loses out on some speed, but he's gained a lot more strength, and he becomes a backup unit with bows. So if you get that Claude Bond ring from Byleth, the S rank one,
Yep.
you get fucking uh
Tiamat.
like a three range bow, four range of longbow.
Yep.
So it is great, ain't it? It is great.
Extremely. But as it is, he's pretty good. That's it. He's
Oh
fine.
yeah, 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 yeah. All right.
So now
Wait, do you want to start on why Bunei's forgettable?
I was gonna go straight for Pandrio and forget about Brunei.
God damn. What can you say about Bunei?
His introduction map is the worst one they could have given him. Why would you ever put a Cavalier in a desert map in a corner of all places?
No, no, no. But in that map, you don't get weighed down by the sand.
Don't matter. It's annoying. He still has to like take one step in and then wait one turn to move out.
No, but like you don't get slowed down.
You don't get slowed down, but you get stopped.
See, for me, Bunei, he isn't doubling, right? That's already a big in tank. But then again, it's a maddening mode character tanking, so he's gonna take a hit. Pandreo's only healing is physic, so you might have to use a physic on him. And in a map
Mm-hmm.
where there's lots of flyers, he doesn't have a bow. And then also a map with lots of wolf knights, he doesn't have the best accuracy. Like all he's got is decent defense and HP, and that's about it. And like
He is there to die.
yeah, and engage, it has some cool enemy phase shenanigans and shit. But like in the late game, the really late game, especially chapter 25,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna be doing lots of player phase movements because if you end up taking it slow on chapter 25, you're gonna get screwed over hard.
Yep.
And then for the Veil chapter, if you slow down, the one, that chapter 21, yeah,
Yeah.
the one, yeah, like once you deal with the first room, the first half of the map, and you start pulling everyone else, um, they will entrap your unit, and endless reinforcements will come in, a huge spawn of them. Like this game loves giving you reinforcements that are hard to kill. It's better than ambush spawns. Actually, maybe not. Actually,
No.
depending on the difficulty.
Ambush spawns, or at least you know where they're coming from and
Yeah,
what to expect.
yeah. But think about it. On a blind playthrough, you ain't gonna know where ambush spawns are coming from.
True. I guess.
However, in those blind playthroughs, you might not be playing on the hardest mode, so you can just, put someone with 1-2 range javelin or hand axe and beat the crap out of them. Ambush spawns are gonna
That is
suck, yeah, but at least most of the time you can juggernaut your way to kill them, and that's not
true.
very engaging. Ha ha ha. But
And with
it's
that, we will move on.
but like here's the thing: they give you four wyverns at the bottom, like four other units on the side, four other units on the other side, and then the entire room is coming towards you. Like the map is literally screaming at you to say use Mekkah and warp skip to, no wait, teleport to Vale because it's not worth it.
You know what that map reminds me of?
What?
Reminds me of the last map from Awakening, the Grima map.
Which one?
The one where you're literally on Grima's back and everyone thinks he's coming towards you while you're in the center.
Oh, bro, that's every Awakening map. Look how open that game is.
Is it every Awakening map? I don't even remember anymore.
Most Awakening maps are like that. Like, let me take a break here from the engaged characters. Awakening, right? The game just wants you to grind your units, make them 1-2 range, and turn enemy killers.
Yeah,
Like, there's
that's
no
accurate.
there's no player phase in Awakening. Sure, there's the rescue strats, but like most people are gonna be grinding up their units, making them juggernauts. The most fun you could have of Awakening in terms of a non-grindy playthrough. Played on hard with a no second seal. Okay, maybe you can second seal if it gets a little hard for you or you want to change someone's class.
Honestly, you should just use it on Crom and call it a day.
Yeah.
Paladin Crom is where it's at.
Ooh, and that indeed. Like honestly, great lord, sure, you may have rightful king, but then you learn it. Oh, you learn ether and rightful king, and then ooh, I'm into a paladin, and I have those two skills.
Busted.
We'll see. It's too bad Crom does not cannot fly.
Yep. That'd be even better, honestly. But
But
that's why he has Sumia.
no. But here's the thing: he can just stay as a paladin because he needs to use falchion against Grima,
True.
and even that's debatable because the ruin tome exists.
We don't use that. That's TV.
Ha ha ha. But either way, back to Bonet. See, I even forgot what I was talking about. For me,
You see, that's how bad he is.
Bonet's not bad. Honestly, if you want to put him somewhere, put him in medium or bad feel. But I'm gonna put him in forgettable. Like there is something worse than being a unit that feels bad, and it's a unit that feels forgettable. Like you can feel better than most of the people on medium, but you're gonna be forgettable,
Yep.
which is what happens to Lapis. But see, the thing is, Lapis, right? She isn't. She's in a map where you can still use her because she's got good speed to use her iron sword. Fuck the iron blade, and then if you didn't like and like you have Diamant's first impression with the Roy ring, right? And then you might
Yep.
say, what if I give it to Lapis? Then Lapis gets strength, hold out, and can do the whole level up shenanigan Diamant can do.
Hmm.
So it's like, a bit of a side grade right there. And now for Pandreo, I'd say he's feeling good.
Honestly, yeah, I would agree. I don't love him, but he's really good to use.
And now as for Samara, this pains me because, she's the holder of the Ike Ring. But boom, bad field.
How though?
Okay, let me explain. Sandstorm procs, fucking nice, right? But then here's the thing. She got, on Fitzbro, she got no strength. Her build is too ass for lances, right?
Hmm.
And she kind of does not use the Ike Ring that well because she cannot use swords or axes.
Yeah, okay, that's true.
And Sandstorm is not true damage. It's damage and scaled by defense. So sure, you're gonna get a heap ton of damage. Like if you get Temera going, then there it is. Like Temera's that one unit you want to use random growths so they can get snowballing with Sandstorm. But
Hmm.
in fixed growths, man, you're not gonna get that snowball. And however, I'm assuming this based on, maddening fits growth. But once you finish your first maddening run, you can put her, with random growth. Then if you say, oh, but what about John? Wouldn't he benefit from random growths too? Yeah, I would
No,
say so.
no, you'd be wrong.
If it were up
Nothing
for
can
me,
save that child.
if it were up for me, I put an okay feel. Heck, in my hard mode playthrough, she was kind of carrying, for feeling good. But maddening mode, she wasn't doing anything. And then I remembered she also had a rocky start on hard mode as well. So I put her in bad. Like, she needs to get going to work, So,
But
and that
once
feels
she
bad.
does, though, once she does,
Then I guess I'll just put her in medium.
fair.
I think that's fair too. And I'm gonna put Panette in okay feel.
Yeah, that's good.
Like, see,
Honestly,
here's
a berserker, pretty good.
Warrior's better, man.
Yeah, but she's a funny-looking berserker.
Yeah, it's just what sucks about Panette. She's in Berserker. That's it. Clashing to Warrior. She's gonna lose some S rank axes. Yeah, that's true. You can make a Berserk on the final map. They use Yukon Swada with the Ike Ring and Great Ether.
Okay, but what about her personal skill? It's busted.
That's the reason she's great with Ike. Sure,
Well,
they tell us
exactly.
Tamara's the canon Ike ring user. Use it on her. Hell no, it might as well be Panette. Okay, Killer
Dude,
X
that
has
plus
third.
10 crit.
Okay,
Holy shit.
let's do some math. Let's do some math. Killer X has 30 crit. You refine it up to 4 or something, it gets 40. 40 crit. Blood Fury, when she's under 100% HP, that's 15 plus
50.
crit. So you have 55 crit, right? Wait, 50 is the total max for Killer X?
Oh, no. Blood and Fury only gives us plus 10,
No,
not plus
Blood Fury
15.
gives you 15 crit bonus.
No, it gives you plus 10.
Gives you
I have,
15.
I have it right in front of me.
Where have I been reading that it gives you 15? Hold on. I am having the Mandela effect right here.
You're thinking about a better world then, because in this world, we only get plus 10.
Okay, okay. Hmm. Where's her personal? Oh, she does get plus 10. But okay, either way, she has Blood Fury, right? And she has a high HP pool, like, and I mean a high HP pool, so she can lose 30 HP for free.
Yep,
So she gets the full advantage of Wrath. That's already 40 crit, 70 crit with Killer Rats.
yep.
And then let's say there's a skill that helps you increase crit.
She basically crits every move as long as she's not at max health.
Oh yeah. I'd say she's okay feel because she's slow, so she gets
Yeah,
doubled. Despite having the high HP, she can get doubled for lots of damage. So that's not good
honestly, if
feel.
a ranged unit like a mage hits her, she's dead. But
And
besides that, she's good.
also, she's
Good
inaccurate.
enough.
She can be pretty inaccurate too in her beginning map, so that sucks too.
Nah, yeah, that's true.
Hell, she gets killed by the Sword Master in her joining chapter.
Hey, that Sword Master came out of nowhere.
I know, right? I know. It sucks.
Okay,
Okay.
so now we move on to the furry.
I'd say she's feeling good.
I'm tempted to agree, but then I remember she's a furry.
No. She has lance. She has daggers. Daggers already good on its own. She's a wolf knight, so she has speed. She's a great user of the lens ring because she'll learn alacrity and speed taker. So she learns those two skills. You have a player phase and enemy phase monster. Well, not monster in the enemy phase, but definitely in the player phase.
Honestly, okay, I want you to picture this. You're playing the game, you just get her, and you're like, interesting. She rides a wolf. I wonder if she's good. You attack, and she crits on her first attack. That's the impression I have of her.
Interesting.
But then I look at her tail, and I'm like, why?
All wolf knights have that tail.
Why?
I asked the designer, but I also might put her in okay field because if you don't have the materials to forge the daggers, she's gonna be
Oh, it's a pain.
underperforming. Yeah,
Yep.
because then your only option will be an iron dagger, this and that, and even then, that iron dagger +3 might, you know, not, it might not be the best,
Yeah.
All right, now let's see Hortensia. She's annoying.
Uh,
She's fucking annoying.
yes.
Her combat,
But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about her as a unit, and you know where she belongs.
I put her in okay if it were combat, but however, she has probably the best personal skill in the game
Yep.
because it's staff range +1. Makai already gives you +5 range to all your staff, so you're giving Warp and Rescue a total of 11 range, thanks to Hortensia. And it's an AoE effect too. She's probably the best user of the Micaiah ring. Sure, you could say, oh, but
Yep.
the Micaiah ring's perfect for leveling up because of great sacrifice. Dude, shut up about that when you can just skip half the late game maps with her if you don't want to play them. Like honestly, remember what I said about Vale in chapter 21? Yeah, you skip that. You skip that second half. Fuck that second half. Chapter 22, good play. Okay, then there's chapter 23. You break a fell shard. You can probably, just teleport yourself to Gris and Zephia and not have to play, a shittier version of the volcano map of Radiant Dawn. Or you can bait out
Or you could not.
or you can bait out Gris and Zephia pretty easily with obstruct. Heck, obstruct gives you like four things to obstruct.
Yep.
It's great. It's great. So she's been feeling good.
Yeah.
But
Like
however,
she's not
you
as good as Ivy, but she's almost there.
yeah. However, here's the thing: her as a character can bring her down to okay. Because even as a unit, you're gonna look at the personalities and shit.
Yes, but
Staff
I want you
usage.
to think about this. She comes with fracture.
That's true. Gives
Best
you
fucking
fracture.
staff in the game.
Yeah. And here's the ironic part: she's probably the worst user of it.
Yep. But
She's
she
the
comes
worst
with it,
user
and
of the
that's what
weapon
matters.
she comes with.
It's okay, we get one.
Yeah. Okay, see it
You
out.
give that to
What? What are you
yeah,
saying?
yeah. No, no, I was gonna say you just give that to like shoot, what's her name? 1 second. To Fram, and your problem solved.
Yeah. Fram or another
Anyway,
staff user. See it out.
Cheeto,
He's a
perfect.
dancer. He's probably the best
Yep.
feeling unit there because here's the thing. You gotta put Cedal on feeling good. Why? Because Cedal gives your best feeling unit. The unit you're like, man, I love using this unit. Another turn, so that's good. That's fucking amazing. Like, let's say you turn Kagetsu, Citrine, or fucking Lapis, or Panette, or heck, you got Sandstorm Tamara working into monsters, right? Boom! You get them again!
I want you to think about this. You already used your Violet Seal to give people around the area another move.
Yeah,
Then you use Cetl to dance for the person that has the Violet ring, so you can
yeah,
do it again.
yeah. Wait a minute, Violet can't
Busted.
Goddess Dance twice.
Yes, you can.
No, you use Goddess Dance once and that's it.
But then you can use it again because Cetl. Oh wait, no. What I meant to say was that you can dance for Cetl and then he can dance for another unit.
Exactly.
So it works.
And one other thing about
It
Cedal, you give him Sigurd's Cancer, which this is a no-brainer to give him. You can't.
cancer.
Yeah, Cancer.
Yes,
But
cancer.
I said Cancer.
Cancer people. You give him cancer.
Damn it. Okay, either way, Cedal can dance for your warp skipping Micaiah Hortensia. You know?
Too much work.
Oh, but no. But here's the thing, right? He's basically giving your good feeling units another go, and he might give your most efficient units another go too.
True.
Damn, I think I might give him fucking another. What other skill can you give Cedal besides Cancer? Because honestly,
Um,
Cedal's the one unit that's gonna have trouble raising his SP because he doesn't fight. Why would you fight with him?
Honestly, you can give him Corin's skill to like freeze the walls, and
Yeah, but
that keeps him safe.
yeah, but covert fog. You know,
I mean, you can work with it.
no, wait. I, wait a minute. Better idea. You can give him holdout in case he gets an unlucky attack by an enemy.
Ooh. Okay, yeah, that'll work.
Holdout and cancer. Yeah. All right. And now for Rosado. I'm gonna put him in okay.
I drop him to medium.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe you're right.
The only thing I care about Rosado is that they have the same last name as me.
Hmm. Like here's the thing with Rosado, right? Okay. Do you know if Rosado's like is a he or a they? I always get it confused.
They proclaim to be a he.
Okay, so I guess I'll be calling him a he then. All right, so Rosado, right? He has the Erica ring, but I feel he kind of like undersells it a bit because he can't double. He gets doubled sometimes. Because did you know Goldberry has one more build than him at
Yep.
base? Like
So
Goldberry's
she
a
can
better.
do anything.
Like Rosado has some really high. They're really high. But here's the thing: his base stats, right? Goldberry's a better Wyvern Rider at base, but however, she's got a better job to do because she can use Glaive Assist in 2 levels.
Yep.
Right? Like, like here's the thing with Rosado, right? No crit, no harm towards him, but like they did him kind of dirty. I feel like they should have given him better base stats, you know. But then
Honestly, they made one of the worst Wyvern Knights. Is all I'm gonna say.
that's just here's the problem with Rosado, right? You give him better bases, then what the hell's the point of Goldmare besides Brave Assist? So there's a little conundrum. But and then another thing, right? Notice how when he's an enemy, he's a sword at a wyvern flyer, but then you get him as a unit, he's a lance at flyer, so he has no lightweight options aside from slim lance. And his strength is going to be a little low. Heck, Lord and Goldmary's, so he won't be dealing as much damage. At that point, you might be using Chimera if you got Sandstorm works for
Yep.
you, or Chloe, as your lance user, prime lance user. This game does not give you plenty of these of lance users to use for the whole game, huh?
Nope. It does not.
Because sure, you can use Louis, but he's going to be an armor knight. His job is to tank. It,
Exactly.
it doesn't matter what weapon Louis has. You can make Louis into an axe armor and make him deal more damage for those single hits he needs to
Your
tank
best
with.
option is Tamara or Amber. Literally.
Yeah, it's Tamara or Amber or Foy if you kept those lances.
I mean, yeah.
Because who who's going to be using Alfred? That boy got cancer.
Listen, I tried. I tried so hard.
Listen, next time you want to try with a unit, try it with John to see what the fuzz is about. But do not try Alfred. He's got cancer. Or if someone makes Alfred work, and he rises up in the tier list, uh, you know, call me out, please, I'm legitimately interested in how you made it, Alfred work. I would love to see that.
And if the secret is grinding, no.
Yeah, oh yeah. Okay.
Anyway, Rosado bad. Gold Mary, good.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna put gold. However, I'm gonna put Gold Mary in okay field
That feels fine then.
because he has a bit of an Aleer problem too. Not much damage, not much double.
And listen, let's not forget that horrible personality.
Yeah. No, but here's the thing with Gold Mary, right? Aleer, at some point, you're gonna put Aleer back into Dragon because dragons get so many good effects out of the Corin ring, right? But however,
Yep.
however, that's why Veil exists. However, here's the thing with the dragon. You might want to change Aleer to dragon because of, spoilers. Well, you actually saw the spoiler here. And Emblem Aleer.
Oh, I didn't even notice him here there. He looks so funny.
Yeah, I like that. Notice how, yeah, notice how when it's a good, notice how how he's literally Sigurd's colors, and then when Sigurd but then when he changes into Fell Dragon Aleer, it's Argus's colors. Really didn't
Yep.
try to hide the whole blue units and red units thing here this time, huh? Oh my fucking
It's
god, that's why
fine.
Alir is red and blue, because he's a red unit you recruited into your army like in classic games.
Yes, exactly. And just like the bad units you recruit, he's mid.
Ha ha ha. Either way, I'm gonna put Gold Mary in okay, because she gets early access to fucking Blade Assist. She's probably a good user of the Air too, because she's gonna grow some good speed at some point. Heck, you
Mm-hmm.
can even make a Wyvern Knight, have her get some speed and be a better Erica user than Rosado. Because how much damage is
Fair.
Rosado doing to that worm on Madden? Oh, I'm gonna deal 5 damage. 5 damage. Really 5 on Twin Strike while everybody does 29? Seriously,
Listen, she's stuck in a bad class. We can't do anything about that.
who, Rosado?
Uh, yes, Rosado.
Wyvern Knights are not a bad class. Like, I
In
tried to.
this game, they are.
Yeah, Wyvern Knights are a good class. Not sure about this game with flying, you know? Man, fuck.
Oh,
Maybe I gotta reconsider some options. Change Kagetsu to a hero instead of keeping him as a wyvern.
ooh.
Okay, but like here's the thing, right? Also with Rosado's bases, he kind of just doesn't have that incentive to heal them unless you really like the character. Because like I tried to use him on Madden, but then I was like, man, I kind of want to use these units instead. You know?
Yeah.
So it just sucks. It just
You do.
sucks.
Speaking of sucks, I think that's a segue to the next unit.
Mm, I think Linden. We can put medium. I'm gonna put I'm gonna put these two together, Linden and I'm gonna do these two together as Saphir and Linden. I'll put
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll put Saphir in Battlefield because even on hard it was just single digit damage, not enough accuracy. I've seen some people do stuff with her. I need to know how the hell it was. But she's definitely not Sophia tier if you were able to do stuff with her in the late game. She's also a backup unit. So at base, so that's good. Linden, I put him in medium. He can weaken things with Thoron, but that's the problem. He starts with Thoron.
You want to give someone else Thoron is what you want to do.
Yeah. And now we move on to spoiler units. You already saw this coming. Vale,
Yes, Tommy.
I'm gonna put Vale in okay. Maybe she might be feeling good. And her stats are kinda iffy. But here's the thing. She comes in Dragon class, right?
Hmm?
So she can use the Corin ring for all types of terrain. So that's a
Honestly, I would
no-brainer.
argue she's really good.
Yeah.
A magic dagger unit. That's all I'm
hmm
gonna say.
Magic dagger unit, you know? And when she's not weakening foes for your other allies,
She's
she can,
nuking everything.
yeah, she can, like, honestly, what's the point of using her tome if her knife does magical damage? The same, almost similar might, too.
Easy, because now she can use what's the other skill? Regnalastra?
Ragn, Lin's?
No, 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 no. Selga skill is Regnal shit. Seraphim?
Are you talking about Warp Ragnarok?
Warp Ragnarok. There we go.
Oh yeah,
Sorry,
that
I messed
too.
up my
She can
skill.
do a 3 range Warp Ragnarok.
Yup.
No, but still, I think she's probably your best late game Corin user. You know, simply
She's
because she can do those most of those things with Corin, right? Well, and the
mm,
problem with the Corin ring is that you're gonna have a hard time deciding on who to give it to because you might be like, oh, this effect's good on this is good right here, but then you might end up giving that to a unit who's not that good because that other good unit might be better off using this other ring.
yeah.
Like the problem with Corin, right, is that it's a good ring. It's just it's troublesome who to give it to because you want to use the terrain effects, but you might want to use it for a unit on combat too. I think like aside like the dagger units make the best use of the Corin ring because you can stack up Dreadful Aura, Dragonic Heads, right, when they're engaged, plus deal poison damage. So it's like 3 debuffs at once.
It
Hell,
is very good.
if you have some backup units lined up to attack the boss, right? Uh, you can poison the boss, right? And then have the dagger units just keep attacking.
Poking the boss to death. I love it.
Yeah, like actually, wait. Dagger units can't back up. Never mind. Let me rephrase. Okay.
Yeah, but you can like reposition them.
hmm okay. But let me. Okay, let's say someone else has the Lucina ring, right? You do
Hmm.
the all for one. I think all for one kind of sucks if you don't have it lined up properly. Like
Yeah.
Lucina's engage is better used, you know, with bonded shield. That's it.
Yeah.
But in a rare situation where you do use all for one, you can have some dagger units to back up, right? Take a boss's health bar, and then the rest of the health bars will go for free.
That sounds so good. Holy. You see, now I need to try these things when I get into the game later.
Yeah, and all right. And as for and Mill just has some good stuff going for her too, like magic dagger unit. She's probably gonna be a better user of torrential roar too, because most of your other units, you're gonna be locking the boss in place, right? You're gonna be
Yeah.
locking them in place. You want to use dreadful aura and dragonic heads at the same time. Actually, you can do those things while engaged with corn. You don't have to necessarily do torrential roar.
But man, does it make things easier.
Yeah, like torrential roar is at its best with those two mages at the bottom in Sigurd's map. You know which mages I'm talking about? The ones that
Yep.
represent Julius and Ishtar.
The ones that appear right when you think everything's ready.
Yeah. Now they're always there from the beginning. They just don't
Yeah,
move.
I know, but I didn't even pay attention to them until I realized they
Yeah,
were
they,
tough.
they, they have some good gold, but god damn it.
You're not gonna kill them.
no. You
You're
can
not
kill
gonna
them.
kill
You
them.
you can kill them. You can kill them for free.
Too much work.
It's just the problem is Sigurd started rushing me before I could get a chance to do it on maddening.
Sigurd rushes you, and then his whole army appears, and it's like, oh, I see.
Yeah. Okay, but seriously, Vale just has that versatility. He's also got a good
Yep.
magic stat if you want to focus her magic, but at the same time, keep her in the dragon class so she can use her personal knife because they're doing magic damage, right? And most enemies are gonna have lower resistance. That's the law of environment games,
Yep.
and you're gonna be dealing poison damage. You might end up dealing more damage than some of the dagger units in the game, thanks to that. Not because daggers deal low damage, but some enemies will be very fast and they won't be able to double them unless they have some speed taker or bumped up speed.
Yeah.
And now, for Mavier, maybe we should have done Vale first. I mean Mavier first, and then Vale. I'd say Mavier is a
He's.
medium. He does what he needs
I
to
would
do,
agree.
and that's it.
He's. You can use him in the late game, and it works.
Like he's a staff bot. That's it. It's just the thing with Mavier and Vale. This was also a point Mekkah and Professor Bopper brought up.
Hmm.
I gotta stop bringing up their video. They're like, damn, they made some really good points there. Um, Notice how the game's super stingy with deployment slots, but the moment you get those two, they're like, oh, sorry about
Get
that.
more.
Yeah, it's like the game's telling you to use these two, but you kind
Yup.
of just want to use Veil. Heck, I think I might put Mavier in bad field because he really wasn't doing anything for me aside from physicking. And maybe I could have just had Hortensia do that. Heck, I think I might bench Hortensia, then train up another unit to replace Mavier's spot, and then bring back Hortensia.
Oof.
Because Hortensia's stats don't matter at the long run if you're gonna relegate her to doing warp rescue and rewarp shenanigans.
Okay. Yeah.
Like your stats don't matter for your staff range. That's great because you can just bench Hortensia. Heck, you can literally just not use her the entire game. Heal her for chapter 25 to do the skip, and then never use her again.
Oh, that's sad.
Hey, that's sad. You don't get to use the annoying thing, you know?
Okay, fair. That is a good point.
Like I think I'm put, but Mario's not so fiat here because he's still got that staff usage, and if you
Yeah, he still
and if
does stuff.
and he's got some decent magic, so maybe he can weaken things with flame lance.
Oh, Flame Lance is a really good lance, not gonna lie.
Yeah,
It
and you could
helps him a lot.
if we're ranking the lance units while we're at it, I'd say Alfred's the worst, obviously. Then
Yep.
second worst would probably be Amber or Mavier
What
because
about oh yeah.
Tamara,
Timur's like the best one. Technically.
like here's the thing with Tamara, if you get her going, because if she doesn't get going, bad level ups, or you're playing on fixed growth, she isn't gonna get going that hard. You're gonna have to give her dexterity and build for the speed, or you could just give her speed outright and then some build stuff. But you could just give her speed wings and stuff.
Honestly, just give her some speed wings and anything you can do for her strength and that's it.
Yeah, I'd say Chloe's probably the best one because she keeps relevancy. You know, the lowest investment out of all of them. And then
Yep.
Gold Mary's probably the second best, but that's simply because she gets Brave Assist so early. So you can just equip her with her spear, and that's all she's got to do, be a backup unit. Like, honestly, if you don't have a hero at that point when you get Gold Mary's a godsend if you do. It's more of a, does she
Another
do
one.
well enough? Yeah, yeah. Or you could just use her. Because let's say you have two heroes, right? Two heroes of Brave Assist, that's four attacks of chain attacks. Let's say let's say the enemy has 60 HP, right? That's 6 times 4 if they all hit. Hell,
Still not worth it.
the hero class is probably the best usage of the Lucina ring because with Dual Assist Plus, they can just chain attack from anywhere in the map with Brave Assist. You know?
Yeah.
Also, if you have a dagger unit with the Lucina ring and you have Dual Assist Plus or the regular Dual Assist, the chain attacks will still poison the enemy.
But at that point they're basically dead anyway.
Yeah. Like, honestly, yeah, like, Mavier, yeah, maybe you could give him the Lucina ring, in Flame Lance, because All for One just isn't going to be doing much unless everyone is stacked up. Everyone's stacked up. Like, when you're rushing the boss, yeah, that's when it's very useful. Especially against Vale and the boss in Chapter 25. I wouldn't say that much against Alir when you fight past Alir,
Mm-hmm.
because Alir will just rush you with Lodestar Rush, so you can just tank the hit and then bombard him.
Lodestar Rush.
Yeah.
Honestly, really good skill.
Uh, Honestly, I might also want to one turn the Alir map just for the hell of it. But at the same time, I'm not gonna play it for the EXP. It's a relatively simple map.
Extremely simple if you think about it.
Yeah, there's the whole gimmick with the snow, but once you know what to do with the rocks, it's a
It's
no-brainer.
over.
Yeah, and since the game's like, oh yeah, some people might have trouble going to Alir, and I can definitely see it because what if you're making a team out of all the early game units? Then you're gonna have trouble getting to Alir. So just have someone take
Yep.
the hit, boom, freeze them if you want, and bombard them. I gave you a pretty generous turn count too, because imagine if the turn count for that map was like 15 or something like that. Then,
Ooh.
yeah, I don't want
No.
to imagine 15. And and we can't forget Sami though. I forgot about Sami.
I was gonna say Sami is the best character in the game. Best unit, best everything.
He's
He
a
does it
dog.
all.
He's a dog. He already wins best unit in the game.
Also, he's a very sad dog.
He likes Alir, dislikes when he has to say goodbye to everyone forever.
That is the most depressing thing I've ever read, and I still love it.
Dude, why isn't there a special scene of Sami mourning over Lumera?
Maybe there is. Maybe that's why we didn't see him the first few times we went to the Sawmill.
That's true. But you know, well, everyone, I guess this is our our unit feel thing. I might want to move some people down because this just feels like like a graph chart, lots of lots of medium-ish units. Heck,
Not enough medium.
maybe you could put Saline on medium or
Mm,
Fram. But the
I
thing,
put Saline on medium.
yeah, because Saline, unless you like her, you might not be using her. You know,
Also, I'd argue for Alir bad.
I'm gonna put Saline in medium. Then I'm gonna keep Aaliyah in medium too because Divine Inspiration. It feels good to have that +3 extra damage when you're doing Dire Thunder.
Fine.
And also when Alchris procs Luna plus Divine Inspiration, it just feels good. It also feels good to have a mobile convoy, you know? Like if Aaliyah
Fair.
like if Aaliyah did not have a convoy, right? He didn't have a convoy or the divine inspiration personal skill was asked or something like that instead of being the useful get +3 extra damage, then bad feel.
Mm,
Also liberation, sure it's an outclassed weapon, but it does fill up engage meter, so if Alir's running Byleth or something, because Byleth on Alir is great. That's one other thing that makes Veil so fucking good. Like, she can use the Byleth ring late game too if you have the cord ring on someone else.
yup.
Because Instruct gives +3 to all stats.
Which means she will nuke everyone.
Oh, ho, ho. Oh yeah, you want to use that Instruct for when you're doing the warp skip strats for bosses. Heck,
Yup.
maybe put maybe put Diamant in medium too. But then we have too many mediums, and who can we put in bad field or Sophia field?
Honestly, I think Sophia Field is fine enough. And maybe put Rosado in bad. And Jade.
I don't want to put Rosado in bad because he comes out with flying and stuff, so that's pretty useful.
What about Jade then?
Yeah, I'll put Jade in bad field. Because, like, by the time you're done using Louis, right? You're done using Armor Knights. She's useful to tank those bits in that map, but then you look at her strength growth, it's not that great. Well, I mean, not growth, I mean her base stats, because, she might not be doing that much damage with an axe. She also
Yep.
comes with a Steel Axe, which is inaccurate. Armor Knights are inaccurate already, so it kind of goes up against her. The one thing I will say about Jade, that Enchanter class,
Which one was that one?
the one seen in the Sora DLC.
Oh, I don't have the DLC, so I don't even know how it works actually.
Me neither. I want to do my first maddening run without the DLC because they told me I should do it without the DLC just to feel it.
Okay.
Because one other thing about Unifeel is that lots of these can change depending on the DLC. This is just about the DLC. Because the DLC can
Mm-hmm.
really help a bunch of units. Like, what about what? Let's go back to Jade. Give her the Hector ring, right? On the next map when you need to tank some stuff, right? Or to Louis, and they're doing, and they're using quick repose, lots of defense, all that stuff. Heck, give the Hector ring to Tamara, and she's doing better use of it too. But then at the same
Yeah.
time, Panette's gonna do more use of it because she can use the axes. We've been talking about that. We did not get a single Lance emblem DLC, huh? Aside from Dimitri, but he's sharing it with 3 people.
Yep.
So Dimitri doesn't count because all you get is And you get
Dimitri's a party, and technically Ephraim, but he doesn't even count because he's not. He's half a character.
Ephraim just gets no fucking dialogue for some reason.
I was so pissed off by that. Honestly,
Honestly, after
when I
seeing what
thought
happened,
Sacred Twins, I was gonna be, oh, it's gonna be both of them at the same time. No.
I was when after seeing that, I'm glad didn't get it as an emblem ring because with Celica, but it's also a crime he wasn't there separately either.
Yup.
Because how's
Big
Camilla
time.
gonna get over Azura, right? But then you're not gonna put on.
If Camilla had gotten in, well, I mean, besides that, I would have cried. Like at base game.
uh, and hell, you can have bond rings, right? And the character's emblem ring. Look at you can get the bond rings of the three houses lords, right? And still have
Yep.
them in their bracelet. Like we should probably cut it off at this point. It's gone on
Yeah.
long enough. But I will continue this off screen. But however, I hope everyone likes this list. See y'all in the next one. Maybe get Sami out of there because Sami deserves his own tier. He's not feeling good. He's feeling best.
Sami tier.
Yeah, I guess so. Goodbye, everyone.
Take care.